tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. J'espère que vous profitez de ma vidéo sur Galaxy Edge, qui était la version longue. Là, je vais vous présenter juste la version courte, qui est les 15 minutes de fabrication du sabre laser à Savi Workshop. Comme ça vous permettra d'avoir les deux versions sur ma chaîne. Enjoy, dites-moi ce que vous en pensez. Et je vous dis à très vite. May the force be with you. Et n'oubliez pas de vous abonner à ma chaîne. A très vite. Ciao tout le monde.
Et voilà les modèles de sabre laser que le faut construire. Enfin celui-là il est top celui-là. D'accord. Ouais, moins plus classique. Ah, pas mal celui-là, ça fait plus de garde ancien et garde.
Le nordeur, le temple là.
Ouais, c'est les gardiens du temple. C'est celui-là que je préfère. Je préfère celui-là. Enfin, celui-là.
D'accord, mais non, pas.
Excellent. Looks like everything's going according to plan. We did stabilize the chambers this time, right? Oh well. Welcome, builders. Welcome all. I do apologize for rushing you all in so soon, but with the First Order's presence, it's very difficult to stay out of trouble. But you all came in at a good time. We have been waiting for this very moment. So look around you. Beautiful, isn't it? Well, to you it may look like junk, but to us, this is everything. So where are my manners? To my left, I have Freddy, and to my right, I have Adam. I'm Harrison, and we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. Now, we gather savage scrap metal from the farthest corners of the galaxy, from the hollow temples of Coruscant to the dark reaches of Malachor. We risk our lives to bring these ancient artifacts, well, back to all of you. Our goal is to teach the upcoming generation about our past. Why? So we can build ourselves a better future. However, we are currently in troubled times, with the First Order lurking the streets, the Resistance hiding in the outskirts. Nowhere is truly safe. But in times like these, heroes will rise. We have all heard about Luke Skywalker, right? Oh yeah, a couple of us, okay, I'll pass the rest of you up later, it's a very long story. Well, a new hero has stepped up, Rey, and she has reignited that spark of hope that we desperately need. And that's why all of you are here, to answer that call for help. But, like the many legends that have come before us, you're going to need to get your hands on this. The lightsaber. Both elegant and enigmatic. Constructing one is an art form from a much more civilized age. The creation and design is a reflection of the builder that wields it. The lightsaber is a symbol used by both the light and the dark. It's a conduit that allows the force to flow freely. But before you all begin your own journeys, you're going to need something very small, but something very crucial. You're going to need one of these. The Kyber Crystal. Now, the Kyber Crystal is the heart of your lightsaber. It focuses and amplifies the power of the Force and expresses it through the blade. It also has the ability to determine the color of the wielder's blade. Now, thanks to the courtesy of the Empire, we have 4 colors for you all to choose from today. But first, let's talk about the many legends that have held some of these crystals, starting with the color blue. Once wielded by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, and now, Rey. Green, once wielded by Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, and even Master Yoda himself. Violet, oh so rare and beautiful. It's been wielded by the one and only Master Mace Windu. In red, the crystal of power, once held by Assad Ventress, Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and now, Kylo Ren. And today, we're here to begin all of your legends. Now's the time for you all to choose your Kyber crystal. My fellow gatherers are coming around with canisters that contain some of these crystals. When they approach you, please make your selection and gently place it in a small green plate.
Tu prends quelle couleur, toi?
Now, let the force guide your decision.
J'aurais pris bleu, moi.
Choose the one that is calling out to you.
Prendre le violet.
Choose
Et
the
après tu
one
peux choisir, tu peux
that
changer.
you can personally connect with. twist hilt. But next, let's talk about the hilt. Now the hilt is the foundation of your lightsaber. It is the center of control. But most importantly, it protects your hands from disintegration, which is kind of important. Regardless if a piece originated from fallen starships, or even from a rainforest tube. These pieces, these parts, will be the structure of your lightsaber. Now in a few moments, we'll be going over these pieces. So go ahead, feel them out, see what we have to offer. Excellent. Let's explore. On the left open slot, you'll have your chassis. That's going to house your kyber crystal. Slots 1 and slots 2 will contain your sleeves. Slot 3 will hold your emitter, and slot 4 will contain your end cap. Last but not least, slot 5 will contain 2 sets of activation plates. Now, I'll be leading this building process with the help of my fellow gatherers. But one question remains. Are we ready to build a lightsaber?
Yeah!
All right, let's get to work. First, we're going to go to the left open slot, and you're going to grab your chassis. You want to make sure that the hollow end and vent windows are facing upwards. Next, you'll notice there's a center chamber. And if you push up on that center chamber, you'll notice there's a spring path. What you are going to do next is you're going to grab your kyber crystal. Push your kyber crystal up against that spring path until your kyber crystal is standing up straight from point to point in that center chamber. Now this is by far the most difficult step when creating your lightsaber. So if you need any assistance, feel free to ask one of my fellow gatherers for help.
You wedge it inside the center chamber here.
Now you'll know if it's in properly if your kyber crystal begins to glow and it should also hum back to you temporarily. If your kyber crystal's in that center chamber and it doesn't glow or hum back to you temporarily, please let one of us know immediately.
Make sure you straighten it out.
Excellent. I'm seeing a lot of kyber crystal glow.
Yeah.
I believe we can move on over to the next step. Next, we're going to move all the way to the right towards slot 5. All the way to the right towards slot 5. Slot 5 will contain your activation plate. You're going to choose one of the 2 sets of activation plates on slot 5. One of the 2 pairs, and do not mix and match those pieces. So go ahead and choose your favorite set. Do you need any help? Once you have your favorite set of activation plates, look underneath them. You'll notice that one of them has a red square and the other one will have a blue rectangle. If you look at the side of the center chamber of your chassis, you will notice a familiar red square and a familiar blue rectangle.
Un vrai gosse.
What you are going to do next is match the red square that you see on your activation plate to the red square that you see on the side of the center chamber. So the red square will be touching the red square, and it should snap into place. Then you're going to get your second activation plate and do the same thing to the other side. Make sure the blue rectangle is the blue rectangle on the side of the center chamber. Red square to red square, blue rectangle to blue rectangle. Then you're going to get your activation plate and slide it up. You should hear a misfire sound. If you slide it up and you do not hear a misfire sound, please let one of us know immediately. Alright, I'm hearing a lot of misfires. I believe we can move on over to slots 1 and slots 2. Slots 1 and 2 will contain your sleeves. You're going to choose 2 out of the 4 sleeves in any combination. 2 out of the 4, and you can mix and match those pieces. So go ahead and choose 2 of your favorite sleeves.
Are you matching up the colors?
Now something to keep in mind is that one of your sleeves is going to go on top of the center chamber, and one's going to go on the bottom. But may I have your attention, please? All of your sleeves will have a thicker and wider band. Regardless if that thicker and wider band is silver, chrome, bronze, or gold, that thicker wider band must always be facing towards the center. Once they are touching, make sure you push and twist with the pressure until it's fully secure. Remember, for slots 1 and 2, you're choosing 2 out of the 4 sleeves in any combination, and you can mix and match those pieces. You can determine which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom. But make sure the thicker wider bands are always facing
So there's thick bands on your grip.
once they are touching. Push down. Don't be afraid. It's metal with metal.
Push down, twist,
And you don't want to
tightly
make
down.
in combat.
What's the other one? Okay, so let me show you.
It's at this point that your chest
Down,
begins to
twist,
a little more like a hilt.
down. Okay.
And once you have both your sleeves in, you can move on over to slot 3. Slot 3 will contain your emitters. You're going to choose one of the 2 emitters available on slot 3. One of the 2 emitters available on slot 3. Once you have your favorite emitter, place it on top of the hollow end of your chassis. Once your emitter is on top of the hollow end, twist until it's fully located. No pressure is required.
Me.
Once you have your sleeves in, you're moving to slot 3. You're going to choose one of the 2 emitters. Place it on top of the hollow end of your chassis and twist Twist it until it's fully secure.
Okay, so you got your web's done. You're going to move on to your emitters and call them through. No, emitters.
Flip it upside down.
Just these two for the very top and the opening.
Slot 4, you're going to choose one of the two end caps. Similar to the last step, once you have your end cap, place it on top of the power side of your chassis. Once it's up there, twist it until it's fully secure.
Towards your pommel. It's going to go at the very bottom.
Good.
Good.
Emitter.
Yes.
It's going to go on top of the hollow way. Slot 4 will be your end cap. You're going to place it on top of the power cell side.
Un vrai gosse.
It is fully secure.
Un vrai
Your
gosse.
note should be built. You can go ahead and place it in the stand in front of you for a final inspection.
C'est super lourd.
Remember, once you're satisfied with your build, go ahead and place it in the stand right in front of you for a gathered inspection.
Allume-le pour voir. Pas. Pas. Allume-le pour voir.
C'est good, hein?
Yeah. Take a look. Right, secure. Ready to go. Very nice. Your activation switch is right there when the time is right. All you gotta do is push it up, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of these, okay?
Ah, okay. I cannot keep
Unfortunately, you only keep the pieces that you built with, okay?
I want to do this.
Then do you want to switch it out?
Ah, yes. I didn't know that. I didn't understand.
Okay.
I want this part. I didn't understand. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay. Okay. Go ahead and switch it out then. Okay.
C'est 4 bien celle-là. Ouais, ouais. Ah oui.
So you didn't activate, push yourself to activate. Okay. So you have to push your activation switch is right there. One time is time. Wait for your son to take.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna set it down right here. We're gonna go ahead and take these.
C'est classe.
Il est asymétrique par contre.
Pourquoi?
C'est impossible à le mettre.
Savi would be most
Il a fait
relieved.
le cahier là.
But now, they ask you all to take a step back. Maybe even 2 steps back. We are now in the process of placing your hilts in our crystal stabilization chamber. Now, stabilizing kyber crystals can be quite complex without the help of a force. And builders, we are not force sensitive. We have technology. And with the technology we have, we should have about a give or take of, a 50% success rate. But as long as everyone has their protective goggles, we should be perfectly fine.
No, we're not doing goggles. We sold them to the job.
Okay, that's okay. I guess they're not that stuff. So the next step, we're gonna get to is
Done anything? Power.
Well done. Chosen a part with skill you have. Chosen with heart. When joined to the art, much more they will become. For you, it is time.
Master Yoda? Builders, the Force must be so strong that Master Yoda can sense your presence. And it is time to establish that connection between Builder and Lightsaber. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you all to take a step forward. Place your hand on the hilt, and when I say activate, we will all activate in unity. Are we ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Take that step forward. Place your hand on the hilt. Focus. And activate. Raise your lightsabers. You have just built a lightsaber, like the Jedi and Sith that have come before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Now raise them high and raise them proud. Be proud of your work. Excellent work, builders. You may now lower and deactivate your sabers. The bond is now complete.
Complete your lightsabers. Find your path, it can. Choose your path. You can. May the Force be with you.
Step forward.
And with you. Thank you, Master Yoda. And thank you, builders. You're just as unique and extraordinary as the sabers you hold in your hands. In your hands, you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power, well, it should not be dropped on the ground. So to protect your new saber, we are pleased to present a saber sheath to you as you all depart. Now our time together has come to an end, but your journeys are just beginning. It is time for you all to make your mark on the galaxy. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be telling all of your stories. But until then, safe travels and till the spire!
Thank you.
Voilà, dinguerie.
Oh, c'est légendaire!
Attention, rouge ou noir, rouge ou noir, rouge, bah rouge. Rouge.